We are in Denver, Colorado at my studio and showroom. Like, it feels like a real creative space for me. I have a lot of, you know, books and like physical inspiration around, which I like a lot too. Today was ThriftCon Denver, day one, and I mean, I've probably slept a collective 5 hours, like in the last 5 days.
Denver's the OG spot.
Yeah,
what year did it kick off?
2018.
Love that.
Yeah, and right up the street, actually. We're like 2 blocks from it. It was in a parking lot up the street.
That's insane.
Yeah, it's
and
cool.
Now you're in this gorgeous studio.
Yeah, this might be as big as the parking lot. Yeah, I mean, this is the studio. I filled it out today. I brought things, I brought personal things, I brought things out of hiding. I've sold, you know, to stylists. I've done like personal shopping for athletes at ThriftCon. I like buying things for brands, like for Kid Super, for example, as like inspiration for pieces that might get made.
Behind us, did you curate this? Did you style this?
It's existed in other forms prior, but I switched things around. I was trying to make them look like lived in, you know what I mean? Styled for me is actually looks like a human has it on, right? It was fun too, because it felt like we were at like the prep space in Paris. I usually go for every fashion week with Kid Super. When we have shows out there, I work on the styling team. Like I had everything laid out on the table, like all the different accessories. I was doing one look at a time, and I was like starting with the shells and then building off of that. And so it was cool. Honestly, I had fun doing it. This year we had our show in Miami because we had a collaboration with the World Cup.
Absolutely.
I was jealous too because I was obviously in Paris during all of it. So I'm just watching all of the boys have like the best time ever. Yeah. It was tough. It was tough. I was the only Kid Super guy out there. So just running around, organized the after party, getting content for ThriftCon. I filmed like every single day, was going to vintage stores, Rev de Goss, Brute. I did a whole thing with Brute, KIS. This is the one I got while I was out there, probably 40s or 50s. I love workwear jackets, I love moleskin. This one has like insane repairs on it, super crude repairs, which I like too, because I like the stories, you know, it's cliche, but it's so true. Like the stories associated with all of this stuff. Like it's so ripped out, it's faded, but still at the same time, however many 85 years later now, there's so much life left in it still. Because of the things that he did, I can wear this around still, you know what I mean?
What in this showroom, whether it's on this wall, whether it's in the bins behind us, turn into something much larger?
I have some Kid Super work jackets over here, and so this was a few seasons ago. When you're doing this, there's like a few different ways you go about it. There can be like a direct one-to-one, like that's what Double RL and like LVC, they're fully just reproducing something from their own archives. You know, this is something from the 30s, and we put it out and we did this and this, and they get every detail like exactly right. For us, it's a little bit harder to do that. We take certain details, certain things from different pieces and kind of like let them inform the jacket. You try to like get things to look as natural as possible. So like how this is faded out all along the top of the sleeve, but not along the underarm, and then on the shoulders, damn near a match, right?
Yeah.
But then taking like the herringbone texture and adding that to this, it gives it like another weight. Once you're up close, it's like such like a nice eye detail. These were, I got them like in Paris, like in the prep space, same with these.
You talk about the difference here.
Yeah.
I love this colorway.
Oh my God, bro. Classic like ice cream.
I'm from the South, and I immediately think Soulja Boy.
Yeah, for sure.
I immediately think Soulja was going back to those reference points are so important.
For Kid Super and us going and working with them, the boys, like the whole thing was like they're trying to take it back and really like deliver that nostalgic era of Bape. Like we made like the purple camo hoodie that Wayne wore. It was all informed by the past for sure.
Guilty, I only learned maybe a month ago that there was short straps and long straps.
Really?
I thought the old versions just had one thing and then you had to miss it otherwise. But it's so hard to find them with closure.
Yeah.
I seen a guy by the name of Alex who was reworking crazy Carhartts. What are your thoughts in that same regard of upcycling these older pieces, turning them into new designs?
I mean, I love it, to be honest. There's a line, it elevates from DIY and it starts to become like actual design, right? Either adding functionality, changing the functionality. For Alex, for example, the patchwork denim, he's fully opening them up. He's adding side panels to a lot of them. So it's like a beautiful boot cut. He opens up the seams at the bottoms, and then the patches themselves he sources there anything from like the 30s all the way to the 60s, and like even the way that he places them, you know, it's like when you see a piece of art that has nice composition, it's the same exact thing. This is probably, I would say this is probably like 50s Big Smith. This for sure is like a brand would use this as a reference piece, right?
Absolutely.
One of the coolest things I thought is like the flannel is cut out.
Yeah.
And so and the way it's like now frayed and kind of just like, I don't know, it's like fuzzy. It has like a cactus plant flea market feel to it. And I'm like, damn, that is like a detail that a brand would do for sure. Again, I just like, I don't know, I really like tattered shit. I bought this at ThriftCon, I spent $40 on this, and it's like, for what? Like, I could never wear that. Like, it's so ridiculous, but I don't know, there was just something about it. A lot of the things you'll see in here, it's just graphic design reference, it's typeface reference, and this graphic I just thought was amazing.
Are these really the things that people are looking towards, paying those thousands of dollars for an unwearable t-shirt?
But they're not even paying to buy it. Brands will just like pay to have some time with it and study it and give it back. And Brute, people pull up just like for hours at a time. Vintage is informing everything, and the people who spend the time to do it right, it's evident. This one's great, just like, again, that is a definite reference piece in terms of like the fade on the graphic. That texture is like so hard to achieve.
I mean, this brings us to a perfect point. At the date of this being shot, you got a ThriftCon New York coming up.
Yes, that will be our second time in New York. It's like, if we really want to say we're at the forefront of this and we're creating this platform that is really putting vintage on, like, how could we do that without being in New York? I don't think it's like even possible.
This is only my second time in Denver, personally. What is it that keeps you here?
I've always wanted to like put on for Denver. That was the whole thing for ThriftCon. That was the whole thing for Station, our store before ThriftCon. And it wasn't like, oh, we think we're cool enough to do this. We see a gap and a void. I've grown up here. I've been here for 35 years. I'm into all the same like cool shit that everyone is on the internet. I have an eye for it, and I've met in those 35 years the people who have the same sort of thoughts and feelings and that same eye. And there's just nowhere out here for us. So, you know, when we first opened the store, that was the idea. And then had the store for 5 years, met all the vintage people. We had no market out here. That we were in this parking lot, it was like, let's get all the vintage guys together and like, let's make a cool market for Denver.
Thing that I noticed the most today, ThriftCon is very youthful.
I feel like I'm watching the next generation like start to find their way and then also like take over. It's important for both sides. The creative directors and the brand directors and the Louis and like these pickers, they're walking around because they need the kids and they need this next generation and what they see, the newness and the shit that's fresh, because like they're probably deathly afraid of becoming stale. And then the kids need the older generation because they just need to be informed, need to know the right way to move. There's so much connecting happening in that room. Like, people are making things happen together, people are getting put on. I mean, there's a lot that happens because of ThriftCon. I'm not taking credit for that as us, it's just like the community is there. So like, if there's just a place for it to happen, like, that's all we've done.
You got somebody on your team currently that you found when they were 16?
He's holding the camera. At that time, I was also like broke and young. I was probably like 24 years old, and we had the shop. And running a shop full time is hard, bro. Like, it's like a lot of work. Had a whole like sign up in our store that would be like, "You want to intern for us?" We like thought we were geniuses. He came in just like on the block. It's like good from the jump. For us, it's like keeping people like that around. Like, he went to college and we brought him back after college. He's a part of the family. Like, we've been doing this with the same people from the start. Like, we've had the same core 4 or 5 people from the jump. The whole travel staff is like all of our best friends. It's just 14 to 15 guys that we bring around with us. We build the show out on our hands and knees, taping the floor. We're building the walls. We're taking the walls down at the end of the night. Like, we're in there at 5 a.m. like for 3 days before. We're in there at 5 a.m. the day of, like top to bottom, like just do it all. We started this to like do our own thing, have fun with the guys, do shit on our own terms, right? It never gets lost on me, like how crazy all of this shit is. Just wasn't a new concept. People have been selling old things since things were old. You know, today we were in a 120,000 square foot room with a stage that we own and artists performing and panels and hundreds of vendors and thousands of people walking around. It really does. It truly never gets old. The goal and the vision has been the same from the start, and we are not at the goal or the vision. Like, to quote Kobe, like job's not finished. And ThriftCon is such a strong community. So for us, like, it's about getting to that place for the community too. Like, you know, like we want to put this world and this industry on, and then just make the best product for them, because like that's really what it's about.